Just wait. Lemons to lemonade, got this pandemic, but I squeeze some better days. Got me the passive pay, fuck all the miles we lose when we trade. Yeah, do what I want all day, checking the boxes to make me self-made.
Enjoy my
this
track.
Is no love song, I shit on you niggas for living your life wrong. Fuck up on me and you know that I'm gone. Increasing investment, my money is grown. Beef to the left like I do to her thong. This is a new life, ain't do this too long. Everyone did it like Fivio, I had to hop on this wave and it's critical. Y'all niggas don't have no principles. Drill on this beat, I'm invincible. Borrow the sound,
I'ma
made
start
it original.
shortly.
Fuck all your hype, you selfish, you cynical. Base it off facts, I keep rap clinical. Hate imitate, they do it identical. Fuck your job, nigga, fuck that interview. We moved on, nigga, no longer into you. Priorities, D, no actions. Save your lives to gram captions. They don't love you, they love capping. Niggas wake up and start acting. Used to the swag, you jacking. Sucking mad dick, you gagging. Headed to space, but you are not part of my faction. Looking at me, she said guarantee satisfaction. I just started this shit and I already get traction.
Once the song is over, I'll be starting.
Got this pandemic, but I squeeze some better days. Got me the passive pay. Fuck all the miles we lose when we trade. Yeah, do what I want all day. Checking the boxes to make me self-made. This is no love song. I shit on you niggas for living your life wrong. I live in my truth. You pussies got no heart, you fight in a crew. Can't throw a punch, so you fight in a group. If I catch him solo, it's over for dudes. Yeah, lay hands on you pussies, I'm beating it up. You not boys in the hood, you like men to boys. I'm trucking you niggas with ease like Grunk. Open your mouth in the curb and stomp. I got the gloves like OJ. Look, anybody can get it, I don't play. When I say let's go, she say okay. Force you to grow like Rogaine. I can't wait till I blow like propane. Y'all can't wait for this blow like cocaine. You are not part of my age group. My intelligence coming to save you. Lemons to lemonade, got this pandemic, but I squeeze some better days. Got me the passive pay. Fuck all the miles we lose when we trade. Yeah, do what I want all day. Checking the boxes to make me self-made. This is no love song. I shit on you niggas for living your life wrong. Fuck up on me and you know that I'm gone. Increasing investment, my money is grown. Beef to the left like I do to her thong. This is a new life, ain't do this too long. Niggas love beef, but I eat poultry. Flying V, mighty deep as a pros. Flocking and stalking, but no distance closing. It's all on the table, my will I'm imposing. Some of you niggas is lucky to know me. I'm so lucky to know some of you niggas. Only the niggas that's keeping it triller. Extending your power can only get bigger. We kept the planet when we come together, but still don't even know when we go with the ladder. Bingo solo, my pockets can only get fatter. You niggas love talking, I'm not with the chatter. Shut the fuck up, your opinion don't matter. If Shorty is taking, the pussy feels better. Shorty is money, so I'ma go get her.
Yeah, I'ma go get her.
Lemons to lemonade, got this pandemic, but I squeeze some better days. Got me the passive pay. Fuck all the miles we lose when we trade. Yeah, do what I want all day. Checking the boxes to make me self-made. This is no love song. I shit on you niggas for living your life wrong. Fuck up on me and you know that I'm gone. Increasing investments, my money is grown. Beef to the left like I do to a thong. This is a new life, ain't do this too long. Nah.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hearing that song. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. Show me love. Show me support. Let's make this happen. I'm only going to continue making this meter grow and putting in my effort and my time. You know how that goes. But this last year, I have put in quite some time into the development of my muscles. So I've developed my muscles obviously by going to the gym, lifting weights, but you know, the more important part that people always leave out and forget is the diet. The diet is just as important, if not by far more important than than lifting weights. So many people go to gym, so many people get results, so many people don't get results. You know what I mean? It's like you need to have the perfect equation of like fitness, like workouts that you're doing in the gym and cardio, and also the diet in order to see some proper progress, in order to really see some gains, some bulk. You know what I mean? It is super cold in New York. I'm in New York City, so that's why I have this scully and this sweater on. Otherwise, I would be here trying to show you my muscles, because obviously this is a muscle stream and a muscle gain stream. But if you do want to take a look at my fitness and you haven't seen my fitness before, you could go to my Instagram page, or you could go check out my YouTube shorts. The Instagram page is The Real K.O. Kenny. You see it right under my image right here. Yep. Check it out. Go check out my bulk. For real though, I've really put on some serious pounds in this last year. I started in March. When I started in March, I was weighing 199 or 198 pounds. Last March, that was March 2022. It is currently February 4th, 2023. That is like 10 months. That is April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. And I started towards the end of March, not the beginning of March. So let's say about 10 months and change, right? In those 10 months, right now I weigh like 219. And that's 219 solid muscle. That's not 219 with a big stomach or high body fat. My body fat percentage is currently like 13, maybe 13, 14. And when I do start breaking it down, I plan on getting to somewhere around 10% body fat. Yeah, 10% body fat, maybe 9%. I'll see how I feel at 9%. If it feels like I'm too drained or too drastic, then I'll keep it at consistent at 10%. But at the end of the day, you have to pay attention to your body. You have to listen to your body, and you really have to understand your body and how you feel. Like if you're waking up after 8 hours of sleep and you feel tired and beat and drowsy, then you need to do something on your diet. You need to intake a little more calories or intake its calories differently or such. Karma Serene has a good question, is how can we measure body fat? There's these body fat calipers which are sold. They have digital body fat calipers, and they also have non-digital body fat calipers, which you can use. It looks like a little hook thing you use, and you put it around your wherever it is that you have body fat, and you close it, and it'll measure the body fat that you have. It'll give you a percentage of what your body fat currently is at that moment. They also sell several scales. They have scales like, I don't even remember the brand of my scale, but pretty much I measure my body fat regularly with my scale. So I stand on the scale, it weighs me. After it weighs me, I have to be barefoot on the scale, and I don't know exactly how the scale itself does it, but it'll measure my body fat percentage, and it'll give it to a stat that the scale's connected to on my phone. I'll send out the type of scale that I purchased. I think it's called Renfo scale. I have an application on my phone. Let me bring that up really quickly. I do believe it is called Renfo. Yes, it is Renfo. Renpho. Renfo. Renfo. So they sell scales, and you could buy some scales for them. They're not expensive. They have scales in different ranges of prices, and you can use those scales to measure your body fat. Yeah, that JC says caliper is the best measurement, where you pinch waist, thigh, and back of your arm. Facts. That is correct. The caliper is what doctors use. If you don't have too much expertise using the caliper, you can 100% use the scale. It'll give you close to the stats. I mean, at the end of the day, we do not need to have exact stats. We see how we look, we see how we feel. You just want to be somewhere close to the number in which the scale or the caliper says. You know, if you're aiming to have 10% body fat, and the caliper or the scale say you have 9.5 or 10.5 or 11, you know you're somewhere close to 10. You know, at that point, just start looking at yourself and see whether you think you want to trim a little more and have your muscles show a little more, or your muscles are showing too much and you want to get a little more body fat so your muscles don't show as much. So I'm gonna 100% go into the bulking diet. I can definitely have several other streams regarding, breaking down body fat or gaining muscle, dropping weight, gaining muscle mass, gaining fat, whatever it is that our goals are. This one I'm revolving around my diet and the things that I intake in order to lean bulk. Now, we all have different body types. We all have different digestive systems. We all have different heights, widths, weights, and all of that plays a difference in how our diet should be. All of that gives us a different number in calories that we should take. My best suggestion is start and download this application called MyFitnessPal. In the application MyFitnessPal, you can put your height and you can put your current weight, right? And then you can put your desired height and your desired weight. And once you put those numbers in, once you plug those numbers in, it'll tell you how many calories you need to take per day in order to put on those pounds in a healthy way. What I mean by putting those pounds in a healthy way, We can gain 10 pounds in a week. Those pounds are not going to be healthy. Those pounds are going to be mostly fat pounds or waste pounds. You know, we can gain a crazy amount of pounds by eating a crazy amount of foods, but unless we're using that and putting those pounds into our muscles, it's not healthy weight. It's waste weight. You're just overeating, and you're going to end up wasting your money because you're going to end up breaking down that fat or that weight regardless. So get your body fat, get your height, your weight, MyFitnessPal, plug in your desired height and weight. It'll give you the amount of calories that you need to intake per day. Now, calculating your calories, it can be extremely stressful. It can be extremely stressful to calculate your calories. You can go and spend hours upon hours upon hours filling up the diary in MyFitnessPal if you want to be extremely accurate and get an extremely close number to the calories that you're supposed to intake. But I don't spend all that time on MyFitnessPal. I'm sorry. I have too much of a busy life and I have too many things going. My calories, my intake, everything that I intake is all a very close approximation. You can't stress yourself out and worry about exact stats and numbers. You will never get nowhere in fitness if that's what you're thinking. Oh my God, if I'm not lifting 225 25 times like the NFL football players and I ain't shit, then you ain't going to make it anywhere in fitness. You need to slow down, slow your roll, one step at a time. Calculate yourself. Calculate the steps that you're going to do in order to get fit. So, going back to the fitness and MyFitnessPal, what it is that I'm doing. So, I'm a share screen. Let me bring up the folder. I got a couple of images regarding the foods and the supplements that I take in regularly. I'm going to let you know what my numbers are of what it is that I need to intake in order to put on healthy weight. Putting on 1 pound per week, if you can do so, if you can stay on top of your diet, putting on 1 pound per week can be healthy, or it'll be very difficult actually to put on a healthy pound per week. MyFitnessPal has me at like gaining 1 pound per month or something like that. I've been gaining a little more than that by really pushing myself to the limit regarding fitness and what I'm intaking. So if I do intake a couple more calories than what I'm supposed to take, then I'm going to put some extra work in at the gym in order to turn those carbs and those calories into muscle and not just let it sit in my body and let it turn into body fat. All right, so here we go. Let me share my screen. I have a folder open here. I'm going to pull up some photos. Now, I'm going to tell you, my diet is extreme. And I say extreme, not in the sense of my diet is uncomfortable or bad, or my diet is for extreme results. Extreme results. I'm lean bulking to the fullest. My number one goal is to build as much muscle as I possibly can while not increasing my body fat, so that when I do decide that it's time to bulk towards the end, that it's time to cut towards the end of February, I can then not have to cut from 20% body fat. I could cut from 15, 14, 13, wherever it is that I'm currently at. I have put on almost 20 pounds while remaining at the same 15 and 14% body fat. That is very, very difficult to do. Usually while bulking, people's body fat increases and blows up out the wazoo. So there's definitely a million ways to enjoy your diet, and there's definitely a million ways to reach your goals without stretching yourself as much as I do. And I'll give you some of those options. But you basically, what you pay for is what you get. What I do is the diet that I intake, it makes it the easiest possible for me. So I'm always on the move. I'm always on the go. I'm always doing something. I'm an independent worker. I don't work for anybody. I'm not a full-time worker. So I'm always doing something, whether I'm going to the gym to personally train somebody, or I'm doing a live stream, or doing a showcase, a talent show, whatever it is. I'm always doing something. I'm always busy. So I don't have time to be in the kitchen and be meal prepping and be meal planning and set up my whole meals for a week, 2 weeks, or whatever the case may be. Plus, that is also expensive and can be very time consuming. Hard process to do both at the same time. It takes longer, but it works because it works. Got to be patient. That's a fact. Everything takes patience and hard work. and the harder process usually works better than the simpler process. So for me, the way to keep it simplest and for me to gain these pounds is for me to be on a liquid diet. What exactly does that mean? That does not mean that I'm drinking water and protein liquids all day. That means that I am making my foods into a puree liquid type of form that I could drink through a straw and drink it on the go, where it has all my calories, all my nutrients, and I'm drinking it 4 times a day, and I'm getting everything that my body needs in order to cleanly bulk up. I'll show you guys in a little bit. I'm getting a little warm, so I'll show you guys, some flexing, whatever in a little bit. Maybe towards the end of the show, we'll see what happens. Depends how my energy level is at the time. JC says I can't bulk up because I'm a conditioning junkie. That's pretty fucking comedy. All right, but to keep him, let me drink some water. Here we go. So let's start off with all right. So these are the ingredients for my smoothie. I drink a smoothie 4 times a day. That smoothie, aside from my weight gainer and aside from the protein, that smoothie gives me all the calories that I need. I take 3,500 to 4,000 calories a day, but that can be excessive depending on your height, your body weight, how much you work out, and what your goals are. See, I am 6'3". I weigh 219 pounds now. 3,000 to 4,000 calories is what I need in order to gain weight, while my body is also using some of this food as energy, and some of this is being burned by moving my big body around. It takes way more calories to move my 220-pound frame around than it does to move a 200-pound frame around, than it does to take a 180-pound frame around. So the calories that you need to intake are different from your body type. So please do not forget, please go ahead and do that MyFitnessPal. Download MyFitnessPal and then do what I suggested earlier. Put in your stats so it could tell you how much calories you need to intake per day in order for you to properly gain weight. And the weight gain is going to be slow. Don't expect to gain 5 pounds in a week. It's going to be 1 pound in a week, 1 pound in 2 weeks. It's going to fluctuate. But here we go. Oh, this is my smoothie, by the way. Oh, you guys can't see it because I got a green screen in the back. But pretty much, this is all green juice. It's a 32-ounce green juice. I use let me see if I can put it in front of me, if that makes it. Nope. It's a 32-ounce green juice. I make it with the ingredients that I'm about to go through right now. I drink this 32-ounce green juice and I mix it with water. I drink it 4 times a day and sometimes 5, depending what I've done in that day and how many calories I feel that I've burnt. So let's start it up. The first ingredient that I put in my smoothies is frozen fruit mix that's created by Dole. Now, I'm giving you the most economical, easiest way for a person who lives a fast-paced life to gain their weight. It is potentially a little extreme. It can be miserable or sad at times when you want to bite into something or you want to eat something tasty to just drink the same smoothie over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. But when you have goals, you have to do what you have to do or find alternate routes. The alternate routes can cost more money. There are food services that you can purchase out there that'll deliver prepackaged foods in the amount of calories that you need. But you know what? That can be expensive. I'm trying to keep this all economical, at least for the moment, until I grow in popularity, until I grow in finances, until I grow what I have to. I'm trying to keep this all economical. Once I can afford it or easily afford it, then I'll get a meal service or a meal plan to make my life easier and get off of these smoothies. For the moment, I'll be on these smoothies to bulk how I can. So here we go. We got the Dole fruit pack. They sell these at BJ's. It's a 6-pound bag. They sell these at BJ's for around $20. It is very economical. It gives you a lot of servings. These are the stats for the 6-pound Dole bag. Let me bring that up. These are the stats. It's only 70 calories per cup. 70 calories per cup. So I take 1 cup of this right here. If you continue looking, 0 trans fat. The trans fat or total fat, period, that is a good number to look at. Everything you intake, if you want to keep that body fat low, you want it to have the lowest total fat percentage number as possible. After that, total carbs. You need carbs in order to put on mass. You 100% need carbs in order to put on mass. After that, sugars. You want it to have as low sugar as possible. The reason this sugar is not bad is because it's natural glucose. It comes from fruits. Is much different than the powdered sugar that you put in your coffee. And this has less than 1 grams of protein. Again, I'm not taking in these fruits for protein. I'm taking in these fruits for the other values that they serve. All the vitamins and nutrients, the carbs, the calories, and also the flavors that it gives to my protein smoothie. Moving forward. So that is the first thing that I put in there. Moving forward. Where the hell is it? I don't even see it. Oh, I fucked up on that one. I didn't get the images of that one. But pretty much, there's this kale and spinach mix that's made by Wesley. I'm going to see if I can find the image for it right now. But there's this kale and spinach mix that's made by Wesley. And pretty much, here, let me take this to the side. So this kale and spinach mix that's made by Wesley, that kale and spinach mix costs $13 or $14, something like that. And they sell it at BJ's as well. They sell the big pack. I buy the big frozen pack of frozen kale and spinach as well. I buy both of them. Both from BJ's, both economically, both affordable, excuse me. And kale and spinach also has some amazing stats. I took a picture of it on my phone, so I'm just going to bring it here so I don't continue delaying the stream and can continue giving you guys information. All right, so the stats for the kale and spinach. It's 25 calories per serving. 1 serving is 1 cup. 0, the fat percentage is 0. The carbs is 4 grams, and it has 3 grams of protein per serving. Let me pull up my calculator though. I put a little calculator here because I wanted to show you guys the amount of protein that I take per day, because that is also very, very important. In order to put on good muscle mass, they say that you should take 1 gram of protein per pound that you weigh. I weigh 220 pounds. I take around 200 plus grams of protein per day. But we're going to start here. Let's do this 3, right? Add the 3 grams of protein for the kale and spinach mix. And let's come back over here. Now, this is the winner right here. This one right here, this is the game changer. This does everything for me. And you know what? This is the cheap oatmeal. They sell this at BJ's for $13 or $14 for the 2 bags, which is 10 pounds, as you see right there. This is the winner. This is what is needed right here. I put 2 scoops of this in every smoothie. A serving is 1 scoop. So I put 2 servings in every smoothie. Now, let's go check out the stats of my boy Quaker Oats real quick. Again, they sell that for $13. Oatmeal stats. They sell that for $13 or $14 at BJ's, 10 pounds. It lasts a good amount of time. It is affordable. Here we go. The nutrition facts for oatmeal. It is 150 calories per serving of oatmeal. I put 2 cups, which is 300 calories per serving. 300 calories per smoothie, excuse me. 4% fat. Not bad. It's all right. Total carbs, 10%. We need carbs. And 5 grams of protein. I'm going to go back to my calculator real quick and add these 5 grams of plus 5. All right. We got 8 there. Cool. Awesome. Oh, wait. Nope. We're going to add plus 10 because I put 2 servings of that in every smoothie. So I'm adding another plus 5 here. All right. Cool. So far, that's the amount that's the grams of protein in my smoothie without all the ingredients. So far, all I've added is fruits, kale, spinach, and oatmeal. All right, let's keep going. Now, We're gonna go to, let's see. Okay, this one. Yep. Now, chia seeds. Chia seeds is a superfood. I don't know if you guys have ever taken chia seeds, part of smoothie, food, whatever. Chia seeds is a superfood. Chia seeds are really, really good for your body, for your health. They sell this for $10 at BJ's. It is a 2-pound bag, and serving is 3 tablespoons of chia seeds. Now let's go to the chia seed stats real quick so I could continue filling you in with this. So 3 tablespoons is a serving. Cool. Let me zoom in a little bit because I'm not sure that you guys can see this well. How about there? Let me see. Right about there, I think looks good. Yep. All right. It's a little blurry, but I'll read it to you. Whatever. So this is 160 calories per serving. 10 grams of fat, so it's a little higher in fat. The high fat concentration in chia seeds, it's not necessarily a good thing, but it's a healthy fat. It's not a bad fat. It's not going to increase your body fat percentage. It'll be digested much faster than if you were eating like pig skin or something. You know, pig skin is super high in fat and it's not good. So here we go. Serving is 3 tablespoons. The serving has 6 grams of protein. So we're going to add another 6 over here on the calculator. We're going to plus 6. 6, all right. Plus 6. Now we're gonna go. This is the game change. This is another one of those game changers. And pistachios, mixed nuts. Mixed nuts are amazing. Protein bars are also amazing when you can't eat and you have to get stuff on the go. I have some Quest protein bars here as well, but I really don't like the flavor of protein bars, so I just kind of, I don't like the flavors of protein bars, so I just I keep them there for emergency when I really, really, really need them. But mixed nuts are amazing. So we're going to go on ahead and move to another game changer. This is one of my game changers. I don't know how many people use this one right here. But here we go. We have Oikos 000 yogurt. Oikos 000 yogurt is amazing. Okay. The taste is decent. It has 0% fat, 0 sugar. 0 sugar. Okay? 0 azúcar. Sugar turns into fat. So if something is high in sugar and something is high in fat, the higher your body fat is going to increase. You know? So, but the best number on this right here is this 15 grams of protein. 15 grams of protein per yogurt. I put 1 yogurt in every smoothie. All right. So, but I ain't even bring those stats up. Here we go. Here's the stats for the yogurt. 0% fat, 1% cholesterol, 3% sodium, 4% carbs, fiber, 11%, and protein, 15 grams per yogurt. All right. All those are great stats. Now, let me take those, close this out real quick. Let's go back to the calculator. Plus 15 equals 34 grams of protein per smoothie that I'm intaking. Think about that. 34 grams of protein per smoothie that I'm drinking. Again, this is what a smoothie looks like. Let me drink some of this right now because I've been streaming already for, 20 minutes, and you know how this goes. Start dropping pounds if I don't drink 4 of these a day. I still got 2 of them to go aside from this one. Gotta drink it fast, play no games. But continuing forward. All right, so that is a total of how many grams? 34 grams of protein per smoothie. Now, I take the smoothie 4 times a day. So let's take this number times 4 equals 136 grams of protein. I haven't even included the supplements that I intake here. By the way, one of my smoothies equals around 700 or like 750 to 800 calories. But I'm not calculating the calories. I'm calculating the protein, the grams of protein. So Continuing forward, here are the supplements that I take. I put it on a separate little tab. Police. I'm in New York. You know what I'm saying? What can I do? La policía. They're not here for me, though. Whatever. So, 136, the number you're seeing right here. This is the grams of protein that I intake per 4 smoothies. 4 smoothies are a portion of my calories. The other portion of my calories comes from the supplement stack that I take. I'm going to go into the supplement stack and discuss that right now. First off, we have whey protein. Whey protein is protein that is fast acting. It goes into your system fast. You can drink whey protein before and after the workout. When you wake up, whenever you need a quick shot of protein, if you haven't eaten enough for the day, and it's been more than 2 hours since your last meal, you may want to take another a drink of whey protein because it's fast acting, and you should be eating something and intaking protein every 2 hours when you're on a fitness diet. No, let's go to the back of this. This is the one I buy. This is a 10-pound bag. This 10-pound bag costs around $110. And here's the stats for the Optimum Nutrition Whey. Let me zoom the hell into that. It's going to be a little fuzzy on screen, but it is what it is. I'll read it out to you. It says it's 120 calories per serving. Total fat says 1%. Cholesterol, I gotta bring this down. It's even too blurry for me. I can't see it. Cholesterol, I can't see it still. Fuck it, I got the bag right here. 1 second. Cholesterol, 12%. Sodium, 2%. Total carbohydrates, 1%. Protein, 24 grams of protein per serving. They do have a Pro Gainer. The Pro Gainer has way less fat, way less cholesterol, but it is more expensive. So again, if you're doing things on a budget, this will be the one for you. Or you can use the Pro Gainer. Or they have tons and tons and tons and tons of other brands that sell whey protein. You don't have to use Optimum Nutrition, but get yourself a whey protein. I drink this 3 to 4 times a day. So I'm going to take the 24 grams of protein that this has, and I'm going to add it 3 times. I'll add it 3 times. So let's go right back to the calculator. So I'm up to 136 grams, and that was only the smoothies that I drink per day. I'm starting to add in the stack that I take. Here we go. 24 times 3, because 24 grams is what the whey protein shake has. I'm gonna multiply that times 3. Here we go. Oh, the 136 is the number I was previously at. 24 times 3 equals 72, and we're going to add that 136 right back to it because that was the total number of protein grams for the 4 smoothies that I was drinking. So let's go plus 136 equals 208 grams of protein. At this point, I only need 12 more grams of protein in order to complete my protein intake for the day. But I need calorie support because I'm a naturally skinny body type. Meaning, and I'm tall and I weigh a lot, so my body burns calories and burns fat and pounds quickly. So if I don't have the extra calories, the extra grams of protein, I'll be dropping in weight very, very quickly. Therefore, I take Serious Mass. Serious Mass is a mass gainer. It's made in order to help you put calories into your diet and not have to eat all the extra meals. If you guys ever tried to gain weight or bulk, you know that it's very, very, very difficult to put on weight and to continue eating after you're full. It's so difficult to eat once your stomach is full. Yo, what's good? Philly Drew, he said, I need something to help me lose a little weight and build muscle. I got you, bro. Just literally check out the stream, and I got you. I'm going to give you a lot of information. I'm going to continue giving information. So, it's 1,250 calories that one serving of this gives you. One serving of this is pretty large. It is a lot to drink, but it also gives you 50 grams of protein. Let's go to this costs 70. This bag right here costs, I think, $76. It lasts about 2 weeks. If you're taking the servings when you're supposed to be taking it, it lasts about 2 weeks. I spend a lot of money on this one. Let's go to the Serious Man stats real quick. So, they're kind of small. They are tiny. But 1250 calories, if you could see that. 4.5 grams of fat. 80 milligrams cholesterol. 252 grams of carbs. And 50 grams of protein. Now, Optimum Nutrition also has a Pro Gainer. But the Pro Gainer has less cholesterol, less fat, and less than all of that. But at the same time, it costs a lot more money. So again, if you're trying to do this on a budget, which I'm always trying to do everything on a budget, your stats aren't going to be as good. But if you're paying the big dollars, if you're paying the money for the meal plans and the proteins and the gainers, the more expensive ones that have the better stats, then you will gain better than the person who is not. The last thing on my list, my protein stack of items that I intake is creatine. I brought it up on the screen. Let me zoom that in a little bit. So creatine. I take the BodyTech creatine. You can take any creatine that you'd like to take as long as it's 100% pure creatine monohydrate. The brand that makes it does not matter. Different brands will charge you more money for the same exact product. So whether you're buying it from Optimum Nutrition, BodyTech, Muscle Farm, whoever it is, you're buying the same exact product. So I go to the brand that sells it for cheaper, and I go ahead and buy the BodyTech 100% pure creatine monohydrate. Here are the stats for creatine monohydrate, and I'll tell you exactly what it does shortly. And I will tell you exactly what protein does shortly and what carbs do as well and why they're needed to gain muscle. Here we go. Zoom this in a little bit so you guys can see it better. All right, so if you're looking at this, has 0 calories, 0 of everything else. It has 0 of everything. It only gives you 5 grams of creatine monohydrate. So what does that mean? What does creatine monohydrate do to your body? Oh, by the way, hold on. Before I tell you what creatine monohydrate does to your body, let me add these 50 grams of protein here plus 50 equals 258 grams. So I'm taking in 258 grams of protein per day. You should be taking in 1 gram of protein per day in order to gain muscle, right? So I'm taking in like 30 grams over the amount of protein that I need to take in order to put on muscle. Doesn't matter. More, the same amount or more, doesn't matter. It's all good. The only thing that's going to happen is the extra amount of protein is going right out of my system into the toilet. So now, what does creatine monohydrate do to your body? A lot of people say, "Oh, creatine. What creatine does, it makes you gain muscle mass by adding water to your muscles. It's like fake muscles. Creatine is a cheat. Creatine this, creatine that, creatine the other. Creatine is a God-sent product, and if you don't take it, you should start taking it. If you're into bodybuilding, if you're into any sports, if you're a boxer, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're into fitness and you're exercising, you should take creatine monohydrate. Our creatine monohydrate is a natural product that our system creates naturally. Just that our system creates very, very low levels of creatine monohydrate, and it gets it from certain foods like certain meats and grains and such. It will get creatine monohydrate from. But our bodies will only have like 0.3 or 0.5 grams that it'll create. It creates it very, very slowly. What happens is the body uses creatine monohydrate. It adds water to your muscle. People are like, well, I don't want my muscles to be full of water. Not knowing how not intelligent they sound, because the muscle is Mostly water. Muscle is made of mostly water. The human body is made of mostly water. So, we do sound kind of foolish when we say, well, I don't want my muscle to be made of water, because people think, oh, water, if my muscles feel water, then my muscle's going to be soft. The muscle is mostly water. My muscles are not soft. Nobody's muscles are soft. Creatine monohydrate also allows you to push a little harder than you would without the creatine monohydrate, and not necessarily push more weight. What I mean by push a little harder is it allows you to get an extra 1, 2, or 3 reps at the end of your set, which is always needed. It gives you a little extra energy. That's always needed. You always want to lift as many reps as possible in proper form to reach hypertrophy, which is the biggest burn you possibly can in the muscle, and that's the only thing that's going to force muscle growth. So that is what creatine monohydrate does for your body. Carbs give us energy, and carbs turn into mass and muscle. And if we have too much carbs that our bodies can't break down, then we gain weight. We're taking more carbs than we can, and our body will gain weight. But if we want to break down fat, if we want to bring our body weights down, we need to put our calories at a deficit. So if you do as I said, and you go on MyFitnessPal and you put in the stats, you put in your current body stats, and when your body stats go are, and MyFitnessPal, let's say, says you're supposed to take in 2,500 calories per day in order to maintain your weight where you're currently at. But what you're trying to do is, let's say, lose 5 pounds in a couple of months. And what you're going to do, instead of those 2,500 calories for maintenance, what you're going to do is you're going to do 2,200 calories. So you're at a calorie deficit. Now your body is burning fat, because after it uses those 2,200 calories and it still needs those 300 extra calories, it's going to take those 300 extra calories off of your stomach fat, off of your back fat, off of your arm fat, off of everywhere. And it's going to eat it up and break it down and use it as energy. So please go to MyFitnessPal. Please download it and put your stats of where you're at now, where you want to be, and let it tell you the calories that you need. It's going to be very, very helpful. It's very important to know how many calories you need to intake per day in order to increase or decrease your weight and mass. Calories are everything. Sugars, you want to keep those down. Sugars turn to body fat. Sugar keeps you sloppy. Sugars turn into that bottom layer of fat at the bottom of your stomach. You want to stay away from sugar as much as possible. Protein helps you build muscle and break down body fat. So you want to keep your protein as high as possible. As I said, you want to intake 1 gram of protein per pound of body fat that you have. Excuse me, not body fat. Per pound of weight that you have, you want to take 1 gram of protein. So there you go. Protein fuels your muscles. Calories is what's going to add to your size. Creatine is going to fuel your workout and help you add a little extra size to your mass. It'll make your muscles a little more visible, and it's not cheating. Creatine is not like steroids. Although steroids aren't exactly cheating either, because they still have to put in the hours of work at the gym. It's just that someone who's using steroids, their body's going to grow substantially faster than someone who's not using steroids. I'm 100% completely natural. I'm 6'3". I weigh around 218, 219. If I was on steroids, I would probably weigh somewhere around 250. Easy, lights, and I would have made that progress in less time than the 10 months it took me to gain the pounds that I've gained now. So that doesn't mean that I myself cannot get to 250 pounds. It just means that it's going to take me much longer to get to 250 pounds as opposed to someone who's on steroids. Someone who's on steroids, their muscles will grow and their body will just take all that stuff in, as opposed to someone who's not. That's why they don't allow steroids in sports. Also, steroids will destroy you and your body and kill you younger than if you were not to take steroids. So they're trying to keep athletes safe and also trying to keep competition fair. It makes sense. Not everybody wants to die young to try to beat a home run record or to be the best football player, or to beat a bodybuilding competition. Although in bodybuilding, you cannot even compete in today's date without taking steroids. If you want to compete in bodybuilding, you have to take steroids. They do have the natural bodybuilding competitions, but those don't pay as much. Those don't get as much notoriety. You cannot be the strong, like you can't compete in like strongman or the Arnold Classic or any of those bodybuilding competitions unless you're taking steroids. It is what it is. I know so many people trying to get their IFBB Pro card, and all of them are taking steroids. Guess I won't be turning pro because I'm not willing to risk dying young or younger than I actually would have in order to have bigger muscles. Also, steroids does make your penis smaller. Steroids does make you less functional in the bedroom. Steroids is not anything that I would suggest to anybody. Stay the hell away from steroids unless you're competing and trying to go pro. If you're trying to go pro, take steroids and do what you have to do for the meantime. And as soon as you get your pro card and you can get off the steroids and go back to normal so that you can live a long, healthy life and use those muscles as opposed to die young with some big old muscles. What else? I think I have pretty much answered or, gone through everything regarding the diet, the intake, the stack of what I take. I do go on and off of vitamins, but those don't really add to like calorie intake or any of that stuff. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, we need to go to the gym as well as have a great diet in order to properly gain weight, lean mass. I've been doing so for about 10 months now, and I'm actually super, super lean and pretty fit and big. Now, I'm out of here. I'm done. I got nothing else to discuss, nothing else to talk about. Unless you guys have any questions, I'll give it another 3 minutes to wait to see if there's some questions. But if you guys don't have questions, then I'm out of here. I'm going to go and start relaxing, cut and clip some videos, watch some boxing, And on that note, I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys sub to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. You guys take care. Have a great night, man. Peace. Oh, and see you tomorrow on Mano a Mano Live at 12 o'clock on Maestro A's channel. Maestro A's channel on YouTube. We will be going live at 12 p.m. Eastern time for Mano a Mano, which is our weekly boxing show. See y'all there. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for supporting me. Peace.